moment. Okay, we know Philadelphia's worth 40 victory points. Would 40 be enough to kill the CSA? Probably not, because they still got a lot of manpower left over. Yeah, a lot of manpower left over. Indochina. What do I do with you? Because we don't... Japan's not preparing to invade. You know what? Join whatever war this is that you're not already part of. I'm going to take all of your forces. And we're going to throw them into another commander. Congratulations, you are going to go to France. And then you're just going to basically slowly push your way up north. You guys have fun with that. Let's go final level of excavation. Follow with the final level of... I think growth and cap is going to be a little better for us. Cleveland has 5 divisions in it right now. You think Free France and TNO is too pathetic and only a small state? I mean, it's pathetic, but I'm pretty sure that's kind of the point, right? Like, they're stuck in... No, not Liberia. They're stuck in, like, Ghana, I think? I don't remember exactly where they are. We should play another TNO run soon. Yeah, I have no idea what they're trying to do right now. Okay. The Americans have almost pushed the CSA back. Keyword again being almost. Cleveland just got a lot of units defending it. Let's actually assign this tank to a different leader. Just so we can prepare them for a push towards Milwaukee. We're gonna have more Free France West Africa content. Is there any Free France content? I thought they don't even have a focus tree in TNO yet. Again, the war, it's slowly being pushed. We're about 146,000 men dead. Russia's almost capitulated. They're currently at 20. They're at 23 without actually losing Ehrenberg. So if we take that, that actually might be enough for the kill. Potentially. There we go. France is dead. We can now move these units out of the area. Where would I want you? Huh, it's a good question. Probably in Germany? Just helping them push their way into France. We're gonna add content, period. Beautiful. We love to see it. Also, Brazil invaded France. Which might be a problem. Also, yeah, your front lines should not be this large. Your front line should only be in Chicago. Please and thank you. Don't be up here. Looks like the Canadians had that under control. Yeah, the border, you know, they are a little messy. Manhunt begins for Stanley Graham. 5 volunteer defense corps officers have been shot today in Arangi on South Island. The man perpetrated his crime, Stanley Graham, has fled his homestead at the VDC for investigating a scuffle between Stanley and his neighbors. Things escalated after Stanley cows had died, and he'd accused the neighbors of poisoning it. Witnesses reported that when Acker Madsen, one of the neighbors, rode on by a bike, Stanley shot him in the leg. When VDC officers came to detain him, he opened fire, killing 3 instantly and wounding 2, and with 1 later dying of his wound. A manhunt has begun to bring Stanley to swift justice. Okay then, very cool. Okay, but looks like Siam is probably going to end up defeating Burma. Are you in a faction? No, but you're part of the Japanese Cold Crusader sphere. Guys down here are still looking fine. Where is this army? I guess I do gotta go, like... We have military access through Germany. We'll need it through you, and then through Poland. But now, if we stop you, you should want to go by land. And I think it'll actually be faster, because I don't believe the Suez Canal is open to us right now, because of the whole, the Ottoman-Egyptian war thing. That whole kerfuffle. By the way, how are you guys doing? You're holding on just fine. Push here. Okay, Canadians doing well. Cleveland's still pretty well defended. And the CSA is still not really wanting to collapse. Maybe one day. Maybe when the Americans actually push their way up far enough, we can see them be a little effective. Okay. Definitely a later stream than you normally do. I say that as on Monday, I think we did a stream at like 1 in the morning. And you know what? Let's get these guys. Hold off for just a moment. Defend in France. Our Indo-Chinese units are slowly on their way. Where's the rest of you? No, you're the wrong army. Hey, no, you're not. They're slow. They're getting there. They'll be there eventually. Small unit tactics. Let's go for new officer training. Thank you for the 4. I think those are fighters. I mean, I'll take them. Okay, Philadelphia looks like it actually kind of wants to fall apart. Let's bring these units to Philadelphia. American forces are up here. You go to Milwaukee. You're going to drive to Madison. And let's make sure we're holding on to Chicago. That city, unsurprisingly, does actually matter a little bit. Put 50 bucks into this. Let's put it in a civilian factory. Why not? We have 3 units in Philadelphia. That's worth 40. And you know what? Why don't you... Yeah, assist with the economy. The manhunt for Stanley Graham ends. Today, police and members of the VDC successfully shot and killed Stanley Graham, who to this day perpetrated one of the worst mass killings in Australasian history. Before Graham could be stopped, he took the lives of 14 across 3 weeks he'd been running. While the specifics are not known as to why Mr. Graham began his spree, police reports showed that he had a history of threats and assault. Following the shooting, the Graham household was burned down, and the government was has shifted his wife and children across the country. Plans are in the making to build a memorial to the former site of Mr. Graham's house as a tribute to those who died. I'm assuming that's based on a real thing. It seems like it's one of those things that could probably be based on some truth. Got 3 on you. You guys actually don't have a battle plan anymore, so I guess your battle plan is, hey, just push your way up north a little bit. Where are these units? They're now just moving their way through Ukraine. You love to see it. Oh, New Zealand oil. Communist France about halfway dead. CSA is about halfway dead. We're taking Milwaukee. Another 15 victory points for us. I need to strategically redeploy over here. Just be a little bit faster. Please and thank you. Yeah, we got a good hold here. Is New England going to capitulate? They're about halfway dead. That Eastern Front looks like ass. Well, I mean, there's nothing I can do about that. Cincinnati's fallen. Indianapolis might fall soon as well. Even then, they're still very far from actually being dead. They got 6 troops right now in Madison for no well-explained reason. Charleston's worth 2. Washington. Yeah, again, it shows that being their capital, but it's not their capital for real. When are you gonna be gone? You're gonna be gone 10 hours. You do see you got some reinforcements coming in. I mean, well, taking Philadelphia. Oh, you guys took. No, you didn't take New York City. Wait, no, you do. Who owns New York City? The CSA does, even though the British actually are the. I guess you have military access? No. I guess because they took back New York, they're actually a lot less likely to capitulate. Okay, well, let's move these units then to the border with New York City. Theory has fallen. Can you attack New York from here? You can. Let's prepare a new New York invasion. Cleveland, it's taking a little bit of damage at 42%. Let's move in another heavy tank, just for a little bit more support. And the rest of you still seem like you're doing okay. The Union of Britain hopefully is just losing a lot of men. Paris is once again falling into our hands. Lyon is in our hands as well. Well, I mean, it's in allied hands. It's not international hand, which is really what we're looking for. We're now at 60%. Superiority is looking good. .600 defense. No superiority over the Mid-Atlantic. But we can probably deploy. I was gonna say we can employ these amount of fighters, but that's not the case. We're all of our fighters. A lot of fighters in southern France, which I don't think we actually need anymore. Fly them over towards Ottawa, send them over the Mid-Atlantic. Get our troops where they actually need to be. You're at 55. You don't want to fall quite yet. Philadelphia is pretty well defended. How's Marseille? Marseille is the current capital of the French. Let's see if we can maybe push away into Bordeaux. Like, that could be meaningful. But the French have, like, no man... Do you have no manpower, or you just have no equipment? I think they just have, like, no equipment. Okay, so you've not declared war on them, so that does mean that Austria is now involved in the Second Weltkrieg. By that, I mean, or at least at war with the SRI. Bordeaux has fallen under our control. All these guys have no supplies anymore. So France is now at 28%. They still own Nice for another 10 victory point. Not bad for them. And I think you guys, not very aggressive, just be on normal battle plan for now. Yeah, if Free France has a focus tree, we can definitely try playing Free France in a new order. Okay, so Cleveland has now fallen. It's no longer in CSA hands. We're still at 47%. Because, like, yeah, because again, they own New York. You know, let's bring these 2 tanks to New York City. Okay, St. Louis is under our control. Indianapolis is getting closer. Cincinnati is apparently controlled by the New England. Sure, why not? Apparently Russia does still own this territory up towards the north, though. Did you guys take Turin? No, but it looks like it's going to fall soon. The Italian Federation's doing very, very well. And I just don't know. Like, if I was to play another campaign in the New Order, I don't know who I would play as. Okay, so this is now all part of New England. Actually, is New York City technically this province? Yes. Do we actually have no superiority over here? We do. We could theoretically just land. Is there even a port I can use? We can just land a troop in New York City. Can't do this. Why? Do we have another naval invasion plan? There we go. Oh, no, you're just leaving New York City. The naval invasion plan might not actually be necessary then. Okay, let's try to force attack. Let's upgrade our rifles to be less garbage. How many guns do we have? We have 45,000 in spare. You know, let's start a basic Lend-Lease. Do you have guns? We have no idea. Just have like 10,000 rifles. Give you some rifles. Hopefully you'll join the Entente or even the Reichspakt, just as long as it's a faction that'll benefit me. It's time for you guys to do an attack. Time for you guys to do an attack as well when you get the opportunity to do so. A lot of French divisions in Nice right now. Okay, Nice is worth 10. So small unit tactics as well. So the SRI is going to lose. No doubt about that. Is it just the crossing penalty? Yeah, the crossing penalty is really bad, as well as enemy superiority is not doing us any favors either. But now Austria's at war with Romania, Serbia, and Albania. That should be okay for the Austrians because they are, once they're unified, it's way easier for them to be powerful. And France is dead. We don't hate to see that. We love to see that. So let's bring our units up towards the border in the north. And I guess we'll start preparing some good old-fashioned naval invasion into Britain. Bring our navies over. And we can also erode legitimacy of France, which is usually somewhere over here, but I don't actually see it. Also, Brazil is still beating the French, which is funny. Also, that's now owned by Morocco for some unexplained reason. They're actually pushed back. They're actually pushing the French back here, unfortunately. Where are you? I mean, the thing is, because the British actually have landed in other places, there might actually be less British troops in the north here. I have to kind of wait and see. And where is the erode legitimacy? You know, we just don't have, because we don't occupy any of their territory, we can't do it. That's entirely possible. The Italians have fallen as well. We now actually connect to the mainland of the United States, which means we can now start moving more units around. Let's move you over to Pittsburgh. Let's get the tanks out of here as well. We'll put them onto this border. They've done their job. The CSA is now in 2 parts. They should collapse sooner rather than later. Where are these guys? They're still on their way. It's going to take a while, but that's not the worst. Why don't you come down here as well? First, we can only attack Pittsburgh from one location. And it is over a river as well. You know, let's get all of our aircraft. I was gonna say as far north as we can, but it's actually not far enough to actually bomb their waters or anything like that, unfortunately. Yeah, there's like no on-top members actually in the north at all. Oh, there's actually nobody in Dover. Okay, well that works out well for me. Just navally invade into Dover. Yeah, I'm guessing because the British have invaded North America, they don't actually have any troops in Britain. Makes my life easier. You know, let's see if we can land in Plymouth as well. You know, while we're in the neighborhood, right? This should be going to the Canadians, yes. No, Plymouth actually is everywhere in the goddamn world. Okay, let's hold off on this then. Let's prepare an alien invasion. Let's say from La Harvard to Newcastle. It's a little bit further up north. And don't be very aggressive. Just be normal battle plan for now. I think Britain still owns this area. Albania's fallen. Yeah, unsurprising. Once Austria is completely unified, there's nothing they can really do. They can't lose to these Belgrade Pact. But you do gotta still do something about the Brazilians, who are being more than a little annoying. No supplies, huh? That's not great. Can you navally invade? Yes. Just go land in New York City. That actually might be enough for the capitulation of the CSA anyways. And then you focus all of your efforts on just killing the British who are in your territory. There are a couple of Canadian forces over here. I'm guessing these are the Loyalist. I guess also the Royalist would also work. What is that landing in Plymouth? What if you try to land in this port? That port usually is a little less defended. So let's, you know, why not give it a go? The CSA is losing. Oh, they're losing badly. Oh shit, they actually have somebody in New York City. They prepared for this outcome. Hold off for a moment. Columbus is worth 15 victory points. Maybe we want to start pushing our way towards there as well. Look how many men look how many troops are in this one province. I mean, London's fallen now, so I mean that works out pretty well. We have 10. Probably want to stretch this out to be. Oh, you've already owned Liverpool. Okay, that's nice. Actually, if you already own Liverpool, we'll just send these guys to this front. Just bring them in. And Bristol will fall. Actually, no, we didn't take London. We almost took London, but not quite. And we'll see if Blue... I mean, if Blue can land up in Scotland, I'll be happy with that, too. Okay, New York City is now... There's 4 provinces connecting this. You have enough tanks to march on Britain? Do I actually have any... I don't think I actually have any tanks in Britain. I think all of my tanks are actually right now... Okay, no, I have 1 tank in Britain. But I think the rest of my tanks are actually in North America. Okay, the SRI has fallen. I don't really remember who owned what. But we will give two Sicily, not two Sicily. Yeah, no. Give two Sicilies the southern territory. Apparently, we don't have enough store for that demand. But apparently, they didn't take Florence. The game's like, no, you try to give them Florence, are you out of your goddamn mind? And where is our Costa Rica? No, Sardinia? You can become Sardinia Piedmont. It's going to take a second because I just got to spam this button a billion times. How much points did I want? It wanted like 800. 1,500 points. For that province, huh? Gosh dang mine. Okay, well we'll spam it. Actually, how many territory? Where's the other one? You. Italian Federation. You're basically going to get the rest of the land. Everything that's not Piedmont is yours. And then we'll give Sardinia the last province. Of course, it's going to cost 1,500 freaking... Okay, now it's going to cost... No, it's 1,000 for me. It's 1,500 for Sardinia. Apparently, I guess I did do more for them than Sardinia probably did. You know what? I'll just take it. And then we'll just open straight transfer tool. And hey, look, that's way faster. Do that. There we go. Turn it off. And there we go. So we now have a three-way Italian little empire. Take over Plymouth soon. Bucharest has fallen. So goodbye, Romania. We hardly knew ye. And this should fall soon. Then the Canadians will help out elsewhere, I'm hoping. You know, let's recruit head of intelligence. Let's get a second spy. And you know, all of you, hold position for right now, except for the guy. No, you're good where you are. Yeah, the rest of you just hold your spots in London. Oh, Blue Army did get up here. They're distracting a lot of enemy troops. So we're gonna send four. Yeah, 4 of you can join Purple.